Yellow, yellow, yellow. Welcome to today's collective general reading. As always, remember to use your own discernment, join with intention, and allow the message to be received with an open heart. A quantum reminder, we are speaking through symbol and story here, so please do not rely on tarot readings as factual evidence. You are always encouraged to do your own research, especially when engaging with strangers on the internet. In the description, you will find a link to my Substack, which hosts the 444 Collective, where the signal is active. There's also a few personal readings and experimental integration sessions up for grabs, linked in my Buy Me a Coffee. To those who have already booked the integration sessions, by the time this is posted, you should have heard back from me. To you folks and to the people that will be booking from me in the future, I in advance am so grateful for your patience. When I started these, it was thinking that I was going to be still doing this full time, and as I've mentioned before, I now have a full-time job that's taken me in a super cool direction, and it's very much not tarot and spiritual innovation. And so adjusting my schedule and my workload is a constant flux. So thank you for your patience. If you have not yet seen the previous readings, I knew there had to be a rose something, because this energy is big boy energy. This is just jasmine and rose water. So the previous reading, we only pulled one card, which is this here, which I know it's not, but I'm getting this as the Rar, which is a card from the card I picked is this one? No, but is a card from this fairy deck by Brian. I gotta say, I had a really good day, and so I'm feeling very upbeat, and this energy is a bit, it's a bit much, and I don't feel that I'm not really aligning with this energy, and not in a bad way, not in any sort of kind of way, aside from like, there's a lot of intense darkness, and I feel very doo-doo-boo-doo, boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. So we have some, that was kind of a spooky lyric, song, line, tone, melody. So this is gonna definitely be a reading sphere where I'm searching for words, and it's not for me to find verbal written language. Again, a big theme is abstraction. And I'm like, now I need to rub my eyes. Not that I'm having an energy crash, but I can tell that this guy is knocking at the door. So just give me a second. It's kind of like having guests over and not really inviting them into the house, but acknowledging their presence all the same and saying, I see you there outside my window. That doesn't mean come on in. This may have something to do with that phrase of spiritual posture, definitely spiritual hygiene. And yeah, whenever I do a reading or I touch my cards in any capacity, I always do, like I wash my hands with salt and clear off energy, which is not mine. And it's just funny that I was like, oh, I'm in such a good mood. And now I'm like, okay, bropa. Okay, so that's gonna, okay, so first we gather the decks. So let's see. Now I don't know if it wants me to look for decks specifically without words, because there's no words here. Some of these have no words. These all have a title to them. tarot is definitely gonna be this, oh, how do you pronounce her name? Rest her soul. Ithel Colquhoun? Colquhoun? Which I don't know much about this person. I found this through, I can't remember the name of the publisher now, but if you look up Tarot as Color, Ithel Colquhoun, you'll find. And I'm like, oh, this is a very famous, influential, alchemical artist from the 18 to 1900s, I believe. I could totally be wrong. It has happened before. But wow. Wow, wow. It used to be that this was my biggest splurge deck. But I think it is, we're going hand in hand with, oh yeah, we are basing this off of one of Steph's newer decks from House of, oh my goodness, this black here is the one that was in the reading yesterday. Ah, how fun. The Old Soul Oracle. I did a video, well, with this one card that you should have seen if you've gotten here. And I did a video with this deck a couple days ago. Oh my gosh! It's like I just want to play with it. And I may also do that. And I think that is partly why I feel so energized, because I'm just, oh, I really like this. Not to be like, thank you so much, but I've been saying for months I'm missing a deck, and then the past month and a half has just been holy freaking junipers. And this has given me a lot of energy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Where? Oh, interesting. I don't really use these very often. Okay. My goodness. Okay, so I just was told not every pile is going to have every card. This is our 6th that we are pulling from. Is there a 7th? This would be the time. So, before people ask, Indigo Artists Oracle deck, Steph's Old Soul Oracle deck, Soul cards, the Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle. This is Shamanic Alchemy deck. This is Crystal, what even is it, like, is it Crystal Bible? I remember seeing that and being like, I don't really like that title. Crystals for Beginners. And then the one I just showed you. Isn't it so interesting how, like, spiritual people, we still have this religious trauma, and it's just like, I don't want to do anything to do with that one book that probably has a lot of really important, useful, valid, mystical knowledge and information that I could so benefit from. But I didn't like how they talked about it when I was a kid, so I don't like it. That's a very human, egoic response. Anyway, so I'm just like, I'm coming around on that. I'm being more aware of that. I don't mean to ostracize people when about the church, but there is the spiritual experience, and then there is the political system, the wolf in sheep's clothing of it all. Those are different things. Okay. So we're gonna take some water, because I'm not here to complain about the church. That's for my day job. Okay. Uncertain missteps, surety. Is that the 3 piles? The Magician, the Magus of Power. I don't think I've had this card from this deck before. Wow. Talk about a boom, hey? So I don't know how this reading is going to go. It may not go in the little packages, but we're just going to see. We are just going to see. Honestly, we may be hop, skip, cross stitching our steps along to an other. What is this other? To be indeterminates. Determined, undetermined, what is, how are those words trying to come through? I have moonstone here, just asking to be rearranged. Placing a question forward, kind of like moving the direction of the key or certain crystals based on what it is that you're wanting to have come in and have flow through. Okay. There's going to be 2. Interesting. I wonder if it's going to be crystals that I actually have, and then I could use those crystals. It is. Okay, so we'll put these back. So we have, this is also one of the first bowls I made too. Love them. So we have malachite and we have angelite. So I'm gonna look and see. Oh my gosh, it's okay, dudes. It might end up being something like a Monopoly board, and this is like your thimble. That's very interesting. Okay. Malachite, the crystal for personal transformation. So a quick glance on this. It's based on your mind, emotional healer, vibration, earthy and high. So what is this angelite? Beginnings, spirit, enhanced awareness, high. Okay, so they're both high vibration. Love that. Heightening spiritual perception. This powerful stone facilitates angelic contact. It enhances telepathic communication and out-of-body journeying, as my left eye is starting to twitch. And breaking outworn patterns and unwanted ties, especially with people who drain your emotional energy or previous partners. Malachite releases toxic emotions and inhibitions, encouraging free expression of feelings. Angelite opens psychic channeling from the highest sources, connecting to universal knowledge and raising awareness of multidimensional realms. It facilitates speaking your truth and being more compassionate, accepting that which cannot be changed. The release of a previously repressed emotion may induce a catharsis and require additional stones, such as smoky quartz, to calm the situation. I don't know where my smoky quartz is to. I had it laid out for something very specific for like longer than I should have. I still need to do it. And it's disappeared. It's not with any of the things that I had gathered in one place. And I know I moved into my own spot last month, and so it's, girl, the number of times I'm moving furniture and like moving things all around. So like, of course, there's gonna be an overlap excume. It's just interesting how some things go missing. So here with this angelite, I'm seeing like, yes, it's, it's this light blue. But what I love, and this is one of the ones I did get to pick out in person. I'm not sure if the camera can see, but it's almost like a divot, like it's inside the crystal itself. And there's this reflective, shiny, perhaps I need to do this again. Oh, that's so blinding. How is that? Like, does that look good for you? Okay. Don't go out. Can you see the crystals there? And now it might just be too bright. Anyway, it's shiny, sparkly on the inside. It's glittery. And I use this And I see this almost like the opening is like a mouthpiece. So you may have seen this in many of my videos that I don't really like mention or make note of it, as this ancient Lemuria caught my eye, and I see this at the center fold. Thank you, off island. There's been so much to do with, okay, I don't know how over the place this is gonna go, but if you're here, it's because you want to be here. Preach. There's Stephen Burns, Cosmic Weather Dude. There's a lot of earthquake, volcano things happening. And I was looking at maps and stuff like this, etc. And if you're a geologist or like a natural earth scientist of some kind, or having access to knowledges of these knowings, and it sounds like duh to you, it was news to me. I think of how through the earth shifting, there are, let's say that these are the earth plates, okay? I never knew I would try and get so freaking scientific on this channel, but I digress. And then we have this magical place, right? This beautiful island that sits here. And it's fine sitting here on this plate. There's no risk of anything, né? But then thousands and thousands and millions and millions and millions of years go by, and this island finds itself on the, you know, on the border in between. And now every year, this island moves like a couple centimeters this way. And then there's a lot of frictions and earthquakes and like volcanic, whatever. And then the more activity that there is, the more it pushes it over here. Now, this goes into science I don't know, so don't quote me, do your own research, all of those. There's this, at a certain point, does the earth kind of open up and swallow it whole? And then it is like gobbled up by tectonic plate shifts. It's like, and I'm not saying this is what is that a thing? Does that happen? When we talk about lost lands that we seem to find pieces of, and yet we, for the most part, agree that this never existed, never happened, etc. How do we know that there weren't worlds on the surface and then through a shift got gobbly-gooped? So where are they now? That's the question that has been on my mind recently. And that was like a week ago or a couple days ago that I was having those thoughts. Okay, so we have this breaking through trauma, pressure, tension, toxicity, relations that no longer serve us. And we have this tuning in with angelic spirits. So these are going to be our play pieces. And yes, however I place this is a different meaning, right? Like here, when I see this mouth opening facing towards me, I kind of see it like it's a boombox stereo and the speakers are in my direction. Whereas if this were pointed like this, hello, I would see it as it is on the receiving end for energies coming into it and then being grounded in it, and then that being an access portal point. I don't really know how to explain it because it's not necessarily, here it's speaking at me. Here it's speaking at the world. It's not that simple. It's a more abstract reversal, you could say. Like 20 minutes in, just talking. Girl, this might be 3 parts because I have so much energy, but we do want to shuffle. Okay, we want to do like a full shuffle cut. But that card for me is just a little kiss from spirit on the cheek. Just a little hello. Yellow. Yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, blue. Which is interesting that this is the card that was on top. And I like, to a certain extent, sure, there are also layers of, oh, that's interesting that those colors came out of my mouth and then I see them on the table. And I'm like, it's also interesting it's the next one down. It's just it's all very, very omoshiroi. Kana, dane, dayo, datoimasu. Okay, but we get the message. Arigato. No. Sneak. Two. I don't know if this is a like get out of jail free card situation, but there is something about a passage choice. And on bottom, we have this unwilling to look. I'm seeing this as a moon's luminosity with this light, as capturing, cutting, holding. Not necessarily with force, but sometimes people get so beaten down that force is no longer required, like Stockholm syndrome. Like that's an energy coming through. And I don't know how much of this is going to match the plot of the previous one, but we are definitely tuning in with this Shadowed Valley. Absolument. Okay, it's going to be these two. Fun. Okay, first we have cut. Oh, interesting. Okay. Is this all on camera? Yeah. A bonus boy. Man, the smell of this ink is really getting to me in the best kind of way. It's like when you were a kid, shout out to wintry locations, and you would be on the skidoo and have to go to the gas station and gas up before you go on a trip, and oh my goodness, the smell of gasoline as a tiny kid is so nice. I've never done this before. I've never done a dual shuffle deck. What the hecky? And hecky, techie, trekkie, lecky, Becky, something about that. Interesting. The Scythe had a reading that went up today. I do not, and by today I mean Wednesday, July 25th. I'm not sure if it was a members one or a public one, but it was the letter F that was coming through, and I'm having the letter E coming through. So for me, again, this is speaking to me in terms of coordinates, and I'm like pinching the bridge of my nose and I have my eyes closed, but I feel like there was just a flutter of a candle a moment ago. And I would laugh, it's just EF for Steph. But originally, it's dudes, energy is coming in so differently these days. It's, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like inviting over some people from the extended family for like a holiday meal, and then all these other people show up. And I'm not really prepared to deal with all these other people. Oh my, like, what is this? It's definitely like potentially third eye to start, but like right between the eyes and up a little bit, it's at my, I don't know if you call it my brow bone, because it's my socket bone. Like literally pinching the bridge of my nose and then pushing up a little bit to hit those bones. Like, you know, if you've ever like a little or some CBD or like some substance that was altering to how your body felt, and it's not tingles necessarily, but it's not even static. I don't know how to explain it. Getting a pulsation. And something telling me to go ahead. Okay, and that tells me it's these top two. Oh my goodness. Like, not necessarily getting lightheaded, but also like, holy crap. This is a new road. This is what you've been doing, and you feel that you are at a fork, and you've been waiting for, this is cool coming through. Dude, energy, anyway, not just me fangirling. Energy is cool. Okay. A way of normally doing, and you have been asking, checking in, communicating with spirit of, is this, what is next? If I follow these steps and I'm in this direction, I'm curious what this card is going to be pointing to. Because here we have, this is tuning in with your guides, perhaps. And I'm gonna speak out of pocket. I'm gonna like say some things I don't really like believe. You know what I mean? But if, well, it's not that I don't believe, it's just, it's kind of complex. If you, they don't want me to say it. What do you want me to say? If you keep waiting for the change to happen from outside of you and you to be informed, you are already mistaken. And something about taken. That it's like when you get chills down your spine, but it's in the freaking bridge of my nose. This is doing things another way. So instead of this this over-reliance, wow, I'm seeing that light at the circle center. Instead of this reliance on the outside to come in to tell you that just keep doing it the way you've been doing it, yay, there's this self-healing and actually deciding to, I bought tickets to the Odyssey for tomorrow night. I've never read the play. I'm just like, looks like an epic freaking feast. I'd love to go. And I'm getting that this is a new venture, literally a fish setting sail, a new way of the old. And I've said this like a million times, I feel, but like, I know that's like, it's the old soul oracle. I know that a lot of Steph's stuff is to do with old. It's such a new old though. Okay, so goodbye, Indigo Artist Oracle. Your purpose has been fulfilled. Merci. There's a caution note. What is this caution? Is that all of them? Yeah. I think it's this and this. Yeah, hello cards moving. And I suddenly feel very lopsided. Like I'm sitting on a little, like a bench stool thing that is shorter than is ideal for being at this table. But I was sitting normally and suddenly my body just felt like it was this. Like my left side just kind of numbness, numb awareness, a shift. No, I missed it. Okay. I don't know if any of you do this or like what you would call it, but sometimes it's being able to feel the card that's calling you from inside the deck. Oh, okay, it's getting annoyed with me. Ooh, 10 of Swords. That's an energy with the 2 of Swords. So what I'm getting here is that you are at this choice point of like, do you want to keep doing this the same way? And not saying there's anything wrong with that at all, whatsoever. I don't know why this energy is coming in freaking weird. And again, not bad weird, just not normally how energy flows. Number 7 coming in. Okay, it's not for me to, judgment. It's not for me to yet know where these steps of innovation are leading because I have not yet reached the shore. So we're going to go through with where we are now. Ooh. You little bugger. Okay. And like, let me know if the lighting is annoying, if you'd rather I have the ring light on, etc., 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 blah, 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 YouTuber things. Running. Running for what? Nande? Nanda ashe. Nande ashi ga hayai. Hayaku. Don. Like, where are you going so fast? Where are you trying to go? Doko ni iru ima? Like, where are you now? Doko ni ikutai no? Like, where do you want to go? And this coming through in Japanese, and like, that's a whole thing, right? For those who don't know, my second language is Japanese, though I haven't really spoken it in a year, but I spoke it for, or sorry, a year, 10 years. But I spoke it for 10 years before that. So it's kind of, it's in my noggin. Atama no naka ga iru, aru. Mainichi. So, and I'm seeing this circle orb, a sun perhaps, feels more like a marble to me. But it's almost like the sky is like, out of the way, not peeling, not breaking. I don't know how to explain it. It's very heart nebula. There's what is, and then there is a line through what is beyond, is how it's coming through. So what you've been doing is chasing. I'm getting, it's a Japanese song that's like, Hashiri dasu, hashiri dasu. Asu o mukae ni yuko. Donna ni chiisa no tsubomi demo hitotsu dake no happiness. So it's like, it's a very happy-go-lucky song. It's by Arashi, which is literally the boy band I got tattooed on my wrist when I was 18, because I was 18, not realizing the implications of putting the word storm on the left-hand side of your body. Definitely inviting some turbulent winds, my guy. But it is about looking towards tomorrow. It is about continuing to move forward. It doesn't matter about the small problems. There's always, what is it? There is always a blossom on the cherry tree, which may be another part of the song, but it's in there somewhere. So through running, there's been, it's not running to get somewhere. It has been running to avoid. Running to not feel. Woo. As that's my attention's now being brought back again to my left side. Like left hip, waist, down. And it's not the same numbness as like when you're sitting for a long time, or you have your legs crossed, or you sleep weird, or you wake up from a nap and like your part of your body is tingling and it's like dead weight and you got to kind of like wake it up. It's not that. I'm noticing how separate these are from this now. Like you've already, by getting through this part level of the reading, 35 minutes, oh my God. You are already pulling away from running to outside sources to bring you what is already inside of you. Look at like these crows just snacking on this guy. Eh? There's they're coming to eat what's inside of you because it is beneficial to them, and they said, bro, if you're not gonna eat it, snack. Ooh, and upside down has entered the chat. Okay. I am seeing this same blue. I'm also seeing this red, kind of in this pink, but in these little flowers down here. And this moon I'm seeing in this here, this held position. Although it is not, oh my, whoa, what a freaky face. Sorry. Bikurishita, was not expecting that. It does look like a little guy. And like, are you who is standing at this gate close up? He's saying, maybe. Who wants to know? Who's asking? I'm seeing this black now as this black core, this spine. Look at those two cards kind of stacked, almost like devil crown. Which also getting not stallion, not buck, but an antlered mammal. Okay, words are leaving. But so creepy. I am getting this as spine. So it's less about this here. Remember, I'm not sure if that was in this video or the previous. Doing this for like an hour now. Up the spine and then over the collarbones. This straight. Decided. Mind made up. And this, I wanted to turn around to talk about the moon, but then I scared myself. But this, it's keynote outline. This outline of a moon, I'm getting as a placeholder. And I'm like, these cards, there's something about the size of these cards that I keep being drawn to as well, in comparison to other sized cards. Because here it's like it almost matches perfectly, but Steph's deck is a little wider. So there's something of a little bit of wiggle room. And I don't know if that, oh wow, now seeing that dark night between the antlers. Disempowering the devil. That's what you're being asked to do. And of course, different for everyone. Could be like your own devil, your own inner saboteur, as RuPaul would say. I don't need your opinions about RuPaul. I get it. You know, I get it. Whoa, the lineup with the antlers. King of Cups. And this I'm seeing as a passage for you to start moving on and moving up. Like, this is getting you into your Odyssey vibes, is one way to phrase it. This is your patchwork, your even ground. I'm being so much Japanese coming through in these. I'm being reminded of a Japanese TV show, a drama from, oh my God, when was this? When was I watching Japanese shows? Like, maybe it was 2011, maybe it was 2015, maybe it was 2012, like, I don't know. But it has, the details don't really matter, but it's Furita Ie, or Furita Ie o Kao, I think. Basically, Furita, how would I translate that? Someone that like lives at home with their parents as an adult, doesn't work, doesn't contribute to the society in a financial way. Somebody unemployed, right? And so it's freeloader, I guess is one way to say it. That's the terrible translation. But freeloader buys a house. And it's about this guy who's relying on his parents. And I can't remember his situation for why he's there. If he had left and moved back home, it's not really relevant to this part. But he ended up wanting to take care of his aging family. And so he was out finding work to save up to buy a house. That's the whole show. And there's something about that may feel so far away. And I'll use the example of buying a house. And I know that that is not what feels realistic or doable for a lot of people in our, I don't even want to be hovering over this dude. In today's economy, I understand that there's a lot of hesitancy when it comes to the market. I hear you. Girl, I hear you. And it may feel like, why even bother to think that I could ever accomplish something like buying a house? I'm gonna ask you, what is another time in your life that you've said, I never thought that I would do that, and then suddenly one day I realized I had accomplished that? It could be you never thought that you graduate from high school and one day you go back and do your GED and you get your diploma and you have that. It could be I'm never going to be brave enough to do, let alone even pass, a road test. I'm never going to get my license. I'm never going to be able to find someone who I feel comfortable and safe around, or I'm never going to be able to leave this person that makes me feel unsafe. I'm never going to be able to get any more of an education. I'm never going to get a better job. It's all these small things. And then one day, when you decide you actually want to go out there and freaking do it, to your own amazement, you do. And you can. And I don't say this in a Kim Kardashian way of like, nobody wants to work. And like, that's not what I mean. And like Scythe has the Micro Habits Glow Up series that was 3 months long this winter. Totally recommend it. Oh my goodness. Even when you slack off on the Micro Habits setup, which I definitely did, there's still a new neural plasticity being built. And as I'm looking at this now, this RAR, R-A-A-R, is getting louder, like he's saying, stop! Like, stop making yourself better and being more independent and not needing to rely on me. That's this devil talking, right? That's this guy that, I gotta say, not a big fan of. You creep me out. But remember a time that you've done that. Maybe you were pregnant and the whole time you were like, I'm never going to be able to push this baby out of me. I'm never going to be able to do it. I like, take it back. You know what I mean? And then you're holding your baby and you're like, dang, did do it. There's something about that moment when your life changes, boom. And it can be through a blessing, it can be through a tragedy, and it is through everything in between. But when there is such a stark difference, a shattered implosion through, yes. And like that was me speaking on it, but before that it just flickered. Remember a time when you did something that you thought was impossible and you were suddenly, immediately on the other side of it, realizing, I did that. I did that. It's like driving over a bridge. At a certain point, you're going to get to the other side and you're going to get back on land, and you can get out of your car, put it in park, look behind you and stare at that bridge and say, I did that. I crossed that. I passed that barrier. That moment of, I did it. I can do this. It may be something that you've been working on for manifestation. And again, Slythe did the manifestation course in the High Priestess tier in fall 2025. Highly recommend. Oh my God, literally changed my life. Can't say enough good about it. It may be that your manifestations suddenly came true, or this is where you are on your way, where it, boom, all of it comes through at once and you're like, oh, I kind of feel like a new person. This feels very different. What do I do now that I'm this new person? That's where we are. And again, this is coming through with my little malachite fishy, which is speaking about healing these toxic relations, relational harm, healing from not allowing you to trust yourself. I'm seeing this yellow here at the center of the Magician, and this guy is never gonna stop creeping me out. But right here, I don't know if the camera will even pick up on it. It's just below where the black is. There's two little yellow dots on either side of that blackened spine. And the hair. I don't like it. I really don't like it. This is what I mean with some of Steph's stuff. I'm like, dude, your energy is like, so yeah. And like, not to Steph, but I'm like, whatever's coming through is so not what I want at my table. Anyway, see, I don't like it. I don't, this is what I mean when I was just like, I can't watch her videos. There's something going on. Okay. Okay, like heebie-jeebies. And the yellow in here cracking out, yes, through solar plexus. Seeing this yellow dim dot on either, I don't even want to look at you. Seeing that yellow dot on either side, it's kind of trying to mimic that, like, it's everything that you wanted. See, I'm also giving you opportunities for this like yellow self-empowerment, whatever. See, it can be good over here. See, I have exactly what you want. No, you don't. No, you do not. You know what? I'm sorry to this man. Like nasty. 61, number 7. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the good kush that Steph puts inside of her energetic readings, but oh my God, the potency is wild. Okay. So we're all up to speed that and now just like the sense of like a card on my pink. Okay. The dangerous deck. So this is not necessarily gonna, and I say too powerful, and but even when I say that, I don't like saying something is too powerful, because what is too powerful? We're just tapping into power. And sometimes that's stronger than I would like. That's what it is. I'm trying very hard to be brave and push through, but I don't want to. And maybe this is like some of your energy that I'm picking up on. And this, yeah. You know what? Whee! Just gonna cover you up. And do I know you're there still? Yes. Does that matter to me right now? No. Looking at this peacock here and how they go boom with their tails to attract a mate. Something trying to get your attention, don't let it. And do not let it in. Do not invite them in. They may knock, knock, knock with what seems like a friendly tone. Don't trust it. Don't trust. Something is knocking and it wants you to answer. And it's different than sometimes I'm like, hey, there's something knocking, you need to be there to like answer the door. Because if you don't hear the doorbell or the knocking, then you're gonna miss your opportunity, and that's fine. It'll come back another time. But this is feeling like they're like, I heard you're waiting for someone to knock. What if I knocked and then you answer the door? Then boom. You know what I mean? I don't like it. I don't like it. And this is what I mean. And like I feel 51 minutes. I feel like I've been doing this reading for 15 minutes. Oh, okay. This is what I mean with sometimes, I feel like I'm totally repeating myself, when I'm like, I can't deal with Steph's, whatever it is that she's channeling in. Again, nothing to her. All it means is that she's freaking fantastic with what she's doing. But it comes through so jarringly crystal clear. Like, you know what? This is one of the stickers that came in the package. It's just a little ghost guy. I'm gonna put you right here because I need a bit of light here because I don't want them. It's like, I know I need to move on, but I'm so scared. Like, I'm fine, but I'm so scared that I don't feel I actually have what it takes to get to where I've already succeeded in something. That's okay. Okay. Are we ready to be brave? Freaking hour in. This one has been coming up a little more recently. And again, if you're not familiar with the Soul Cards deck, there's no names, there's no attached meanings. It's all, what do you see? What do you see? Window seat. Also a window seat. So watching something pass by, perhaps facing a fear of flying, of becoming bigger, of growing, sure, but I mean platform, energetically big, brighter, attention grabbing. And with these hands here, I am getting, this is this angel light of spirit being like, we're gonna be with you all the time anyway. Like, you don't need to rely on us to do, as I'm like sticking my legs out and I feel like a kid on a swing when they can't touch the ground. Like, suddenly very, very calm. Very much like, that's fine. But we're gonna be right here. And I'm getting the message that they're saying is we are going to show up in your third eye. That is that, like, I can't explain whatever it was that was going on into my noggin there. But they didn't like it. That's interesting. And I don't know about you, like, what is with the energy today? Honestly, these are kind of matching a bit of how Steph's readings goes, which, like, there's such a constant flow, and I often try to stay in some sort of story of some kind, but this is very abstraction. So it is kind of cool to, like, pick up on other readers' styles when you're engaging with their art and materials and tools. So, okay. Okay, it's a moving on mood. a new bottom. What is it? Oh, the same thing? Justice? Beneath that is the world. I feel very, put that in your pipe and smoke it. And my, I hope she's okay that I share this, but my sister, when we were a kid, she said, put that in your pants and walk around. And I think about that all the time. When you're just mad, but you're a kid, and you're like, oh, go put that in your pants and walk around. I guess I put that deck away, so I guess we're done with that. And so I am getting that message of like, all roads lead to X, right? All roads lead to boom. Whoa, we just passed 55. And there's going to be conflict through that change. That is the natural, part. Okay, so that vroom, vroom, I was getting in between my eyebrows, I'm now getting in my right elbow. And this I have gotten in different places of my body throughout the years, and like more psychically in the past recent whiles, like a couple years. Yes. Don't know how to explain it. Don't know if there's other words that I can be using to describe this. It's like sudden floaty for, I don't know why. I am seeing the colors mirrored, the black with gold and like the tan with black. All roads lead home. So it is for, and so you may not yet be in a place where you have conquered this energy that I had to cover up because it was tripping me out. I'm like, I don't even want to touch it. And whenever it is that you are ready to acknowledge that you have everything that you need to succeed and thrive already inside you, how you choose to utilize that, that is for your discovery. — 78, land, animal, sun. So I'm definitely getting, here we had the moon, and in this new way we have the sun. And not to say like, boo, moon. But things being a bit more literal. Not needing to rely on intuitive messaging. Because some things are, as I'm seeing this, it's kind of like in a movie when they're running in between these two giant walls and it's booby trapped, right? And then the walls start closing in and the person's trying to run to get to the other side before it goes and traps them. I'm getting this over the collarbone energy, which is also ew. This is starting to fold in on itself. Your own inner demons starting to fold in on themselves. Trapped within a place. And this is now your shadow. Does that go away? No. No. So okay. Like, girl, what do you put in your stuff? Anyway, so it's like all of this that becomes this like dark shadow is now a physical, tangible somethingness inside of you. You no nakade. And when we talk about the importance of looking at your shadow, shining light onto it, the balance of light and dark, the balance of, I don't mean light and dark as in good as in bad. I mean, the sun is like the strongest light source that we have. It is what creates all of life on planet Earth, as I'm having to pinch my nose again. So whatever the energy is, we're tuning into the same one. And all of these traumas, these wounds not healed, these fears or battles not faced, are all going to start manifesting as these shadowy clumps and then sitting in different parts of your body. For ease, I'm just going to say in the pit of your stomach. Some could rest in tension in your shoulders. Some could be in your feet. Some could be in different parts. And depending on trauma experiences and somatic all the sames, you may have different activation points in different areas of your body, aside from things just like your chakras and then our pressure points. And there's so much of Eastern medicine that understands a lot about the natural body, whereas Western medicine is like, put a pill in it, you know? For builder, for roots. Not as jarring. I'm getting Sylvester the cat slash, what is the name of that cat cartoon from like the 80s or 90s or something, when its eyes, Felix the cat, and outline also Calvin and Hobbes. Very, very skeletal, very I am stitched together for you. Like, what is little feet? And this I am honestly seeing as like 2 guns in a holster. And these feet pointing inward of like, but I don't know if I should. I don't know. 4, of course, I get the 444 collective, the foundations to this virtual ecosystem, which I've been less active on and still figuring out. But thank you all for your support. Breaking it down to the skeletal level. Yes, as this little flame comes back to life. That's interesting. And how the top of these 2 cards, for the bottom of this one, it hits the bottom of the image. Something about absorbing the frame, but only part, not needing all of it. Because you already have, builder, like, what is it? What is it with this stuff? Oh my goodness, okay. With builder, I'm getting you already have so much inside of you, right? And also things that you've been working on and strengthening and growing, that you don't need to throw out the baby in the bathwater. You don't need to completely start over. You're at your same start point of justice. All of this coming through your magician's eye. Not being fooled. Wow, I just felt almost like a stake enter my chest. That was really weird. But it was 2. It was like 2. I've never really felt that before. Okay. That was a little, that's kind of sad. I don't know if this is a passing. Yeah. And I'll see this in other people's readings, and I see Steph talk about this, and it's never something that I've really had like an understanding of, is when there's like a spirit of a human that has passed. It's only like, has it been twice? Aside from like my spirit guide, I spoke into that, and that's fine. Man, I'm suddenly crashing. But I very rarely am like, oh, this is a ghost, or this is a human who is passed on. For me, energy is so abstract. And it's only in the past little while, a year and a half-ish, honestly close to 2 years now, of really full-time committing to the non-duality is one way to phrase it, which is like for ease, but like I'm sure there's more than that and it's different, and I'm using that, kind of borrowing the term. Anyway. But I don't know if it's because whatever's going on here, there's layers of a human's experience, and maybe that's also why it's kind of roller coastery. Definitely getting some non-human energy, but that's kind of what I'm used to. And so I don't know if this is someone's spirit guide, if this is something through, and like, I don't know where that pain came from. I don't know if that's a memory of a death coming through, of a survival, of like a witch trial thing. I don't know, but it just kind of put everything on pause. Yeah, and I'm not speaking into the candle. That's that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ooh. Sap of the moon plant. I don't think I've had this. And like, maybe this is me, T. Disillusion. Maybe this is me, T, the person. I'm going to read this card, and then I was having the thought of, okay, then I'm going to end this, because, I mean, we're over an hour at this point. But then I was like, but I still feel a little like cha-cha-cha energy. I still kind of feel like good, inspired, and I want to create. And then I had a moment of like, oh, but like, it's not about constantly going until there's no more gas in the tank. I'm part of a innovation, planetary healing, global group thing. It's, well, I can say it, through MIT, which is like a tech school in the United States. It's called Theory U and then U Lab, and it's a change management theory, and that's where I get the language of planetary healing. Very interesting. I highly recommend it to anyone that is like interested in systems work and advocacy and change and collaboration and the pain that comes with how slow change occurs. It's a free course. If you want to get a certificate, it's $99 American, at least it was last year. The course is starting up again in September. I'm totally going to be taking it again. So that might be something that you're interested to look into. And the $99, that if you want a certificate, the course starts in September. You have until the end of May the following year. Like, you have 9 months to come up with $100 if you want to. You can still access everything of the course for free. And so I was in a meeting, like, well, anyway, it's like coaching circles. So if you look into ULab and coaching circles, it's that experiment. And it was my time presenting, and I was talking about kind of this like go energy, and then the frustration of like not being able to finish something. And then someone in my group shout out, because some of you folks watch these, hello, this one's very, very long though, was like, well, how do you feel when something is not in completion? Can you walk away from it? Can you rest? Like, if you're working on a project and you don't get to get all of your work done that day, can you access from a breath, from a place of peace? And that was a few months ago that I got that response in that session, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. Because every day I do want to go until all my energy is used up. And could that be part of the neurodiversity, to which I do have a diagnosis of ADHD, as do many others? Sure. You know? But also, I'm not really someone who's like, I totally trust the DSM and think it's like super accurate. So things like ADHD are kind of like colored markers that we can use to paint this picture, it doesn't mean that it's the only color, it's the only shade, it's the only medium. I might be using a green crayon when really what I'm trying to express comes through with purple acrylic. Maybe the only way that I can communicate this to you is through charcoal. Something of that inspiration. Ooh, okay. All of that to say, just because you're inspired does not mean you need to use up all of your inspired action energy. You can also pace. Despite what this little devil has told you. I know X, I know V. What the heck is L? Like, is L like a 50 of some kind? Okay. Update? I don't know. Okay. Sap of the moon plant. Interesting how here is a moon. Like, what is going on? I'm kind of so happy that I'm not really on camera for this one because this is a weird one. Weird's fun. Moonstone. And this lunar to solar exchange. And how here I feel that we have a sunset and here we have a sunrise. Ooh, okay. Nocturnal, sacred water of the unconscious. Succus lunaria is an ancient substance said to be born of water, plant, and moonlight. This elixir develops in the depth of night and is thus a metaphor for the wellspring of the unconscious. When this alchemical magic is afoot, it's all about dreams. The answer you are seeking will not come from the intellect nor the opinion of others. Did you catch that? Just kidding. Guys, I'm getting obnoxious here. It has been a little loopy. Blech. It will surface from the depths as if rising from the ancient waters of your memory. And I'm just going to interject here. I find for me, I have a lot of knowing, and I've talked to people and some have said that's like tapping into the Akashic records. I don't know. I can't put that language to it per se. But my whole life there's just been yeah, but I know. When you just know things, right? But there has not been much of I remember. I feel like I showed up carrying like a giant sack of knowledge or knowing or wisdom or whatever it is. But then I hear people talk about remembering things and I'm like, oh, I don't know what that's like. I don't know what it's like to know what you don't already know, even if you don't know all the layers to it. Even if you don't have the blueprint memorized, you're still accessing the path. Could that be to do with the fact that I don't meditate? Yeah. I know, I don't even want to say that out loud. Anyway, I know that I'm someone doing spiritual things and I don't meditate. I talk about consciousness, boo. I know. We're all working on something. Okay. The work is to rest, restore, and awaken your celestial senses. Do this by pausing, by releasing your grip. The sap of the moon plant signifies you are in the deep territory of destiny and the imagination. This is a mythic moment. The dream is waiting to show itself, but awaits your sincere invitation. Ask and rest. All will be revealed. Track your dreams for the next 3 nights. Ponder the divine feminine. And then a little extras say, there are many names for this sacred elixir: soma, nectar, aqua vitae, aqua nostra, and vinum ardens, to name a few. Remember, dreams are the mother tongue of humanity. I like that. I do. Also, the first name coming up as soma, and I think somatic came up earlier. That could be a crossover. Sap of the moon plant is said to be linked to the pineal gland and can be increased by the practice of meditation. Sitting for a few moments in the evening is especially beneficial. So maybe I'll do that after this. Maybe I'll go sit down for a few minutes. Interesting that we're connecting there with the pineal gland. And I'm like, girl, maybe that's part of what was like pushing through my freaking skull, trying to get out of my brain. This is, what's the name of this deck? Hero's Journey. It's a dream oracle. It's, I believe, anything called love. It's based on Jungian psychology. So, and like, this is my dream deck. So when it was talking, okay, you popped out. It was talking about dreams for the next 3 nights. I'm getting this 3 cards. Or is it 3 symbols? Is it 3 one second. Is it 3 symbols on 1 card? Yes. Okay. On bottom, 35, X marks the spot. See the love in disguise. And I just feel inspired by all of these colors. And it does almost outline the blue shape we had in what for me was the previous reading, but for you will be 2 readings ago when I did, it's called like unboxing the new Soul Oracle deck. It's that one. Hey, okay. Eyes, we're still getting the ticks. Whoa. This has been a night of cards I've never seen before from decks I've had for a long time. 31, another 4, ally in disguise. Discover the hard to find blessing. Wow. Didn't I say purple? Purple acrylic. And also this is relating for me. Wow, that's perfect. With the purple in this image here, which is our get up and go and do it, girlfriend. And it feels very almost excuse me, pardon me, like kind of like elbowing one's way in, except there was just enough room for this to fit. I adjusted this guy a little bit, kind of like to get a sense, to get a look at the cards, but there was happenstance, the perfect exact amount of room for this to be right at home. So what is this? 31, 31, 31, 31, 1, 1, 1, 1. And so the 3 things inside this image, I think, is not going to be for me to point out. It's for you to seek. Because, yes, you get it. Okay. And I'm going to read the full thing. Ally in disguise. Discover the hard to find blessing. Hard to find blessing. I want to say feeling. It's very interesting. When a resolute young fellow steps up to the great bully, the world, and takes him boldly by the beard, he is often surprised to find it comes off in his hand, and that it was only tied on to scare away timid adventurers. Ralph Waldo Emerson. What a quote. Like, all of these entries start with a quote. Just imagine that. Just walking up to some scary ghoul and then reaching up for their beard and then pulling it away, and it's a totally different human hiding inside that body. And I don't mean this in like Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of way, but what is living inside the body? What else is living inside the body? Whether you know or you don't know, whether you remember or you don't remember, whether you feel or intuit it or there's a block. What else is inside your body? I don't know the answer to the question, but that's the question coming through. Message. As you advance along your hero's dream journey, prepare to encounter all types of people and circumstances. There will be those who start off as allies, but turn out to be otherwise. This guy. There will be those you judge as enemies who become the greatest instigators of your spiritual growth. If you know in advance that even the enemies you encounter are allies in disguise, you can relax. So relax, as there really is no such thing as a true enemy. Sorry, my guy. Sorry about that. When you reflect on your life, you will realize the most difficult challenges taught you the most valuable lessons and have made you more resourceful and resilient than you would otherwise be. Revel in the reality that you are who you are today, precisely because of the challenges you faced and aced. I mean, and there's still another half of the page. What a message. Because me with my little stank face to this guy here, no hard feelings card. But the importance of overcoming this 10 of Swords is that you need to get past your own personal boogeyman. And again, different for everyone. But it is about learning to master what has been turning into carbon, dark carbon inside you as shadow. Also getting that, I could get the science wrong here, but if you have carbon that has enough pressure on it for long enough, you get a little diamond, which people like and are shiny. Dream symbol, obstacle. Yeah. Dreams of an obstacle suggest challenge. You may be dealing with resistance in getting what you want. Your strengths, smarts, and resourcefulness are being tested. Obstacles can be predecessors of depth, intimacy, and personal power. Contemplate your dream time strategy for dealing with obstacles. Will you go under or around it? Confront it head on or avoid it? Your dream strategy might be shining a light on how to best surmount the challenges you encounter in your waking life. Mantra. I revel in the blessings discovered in the most unlikely people and places. Well, if that isn't this entire message spread. So obstacles in your dreams over the next 3 days. And again, time is so relative. And so I'm recording this on July 15th. So you may be tuned in with the time that I record these, and you will explicitly face these obstacles in your dream space and whatever other symbols come up for you. My hands. July like 15, 16, 17. It could be from when I post it to be 17, 18, 19. It could be whenever you find this. It could be in the next few weeks you have these 3 in a row. But there is a definite, it will be 1, 2, 3 days. Whenever that kicks in. But yes, we will never be able to get to this King of Cups, conquering our own insecurity of inability, of not measuring up, of not being or doing enough or capable enough or strong enough. We do need to make peace with this little guy. This is the longest reading I've ever done. And I totally feel like a broken record, but this is what I mean when there's so much energy coming from Steph. Like, pull. Like, it's wild. It's not so, babes. It's not so. Okay, so I'm gonna call it. Blech. Okay. I'm gonna go wash away some of this energy and maybe sit down, relax, have a nice rest of the night. I don't know what time. I've been recording for 2 hours. Okay. Yep. Thank you for being here. If this message resonates with you, you can like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to hear from me more often. In the meantime and every time, all times, stay tuned.